Greetings to all. This is a discussion on German School of Diffusionism, the second in the series of the schools of diffusionism. Now, coming on to the concept, the diffusionism process itself, as we have discussed in the previous presentations, it seeks to understand culture in relation to the origin and the spread of the cultural traits. Okay. This particular school of thought, it was pioneered by Friedrich Ratzel, Grabner, and Schmidt. The German school rejected this idea of classical evolutionism, especially the idea of unilinear and the sequential development of culture, along with the concept of independent innovations that was based on the principle of psychic unity of mankind. This school of thought is believed to possess more refined approach and methodology with respect to their British counterparts. Unlike the British counterparts, they were not extremists, but they were also not anti-evolutionists, because at some places, German school of diffusionism has presented their theorizations in the lines of evolutionism itself. Now, they believed in multiple origin of culture, unlike the British school of thought, and they believed that it happened at several places, but in different times, from where the traits and the complexes have diffused or they migrated to the other regions of this world. Now, to show the evidence of culture diffusionism and reconstructing the historical relationships, the scholars have given the concept of the criteria of forms or quality and the criteria of quantity. This concept of quality of form, it was propounded by Ratzel and Grabner. It was postulated that the similarities between the two cultural elements or the objects that does not automatically arise out of nature or the material purpose, they must have be seen as a result of diffusion, irrespective of the distance separating the two elements. For instance, when he observed the similarities in the cross section of the bows and the feathering of the arrows between the African and the Indonesian bow and arrow, which indicated that they diffused from one place to another. Similarly, the concept of quality, it was given by Ratzel and Schmidt. They said that the probability of historical relationship between the two items increased as the number of additional items which were showing the similarities increases. Okay. So, the school of thought highlighted that each culture trait and the complex, they have a circle, which they refer to as Kulturkreise. It's a German word. I hope I am pronouncing it correctly. It highlighted that each culture trait and the complex having a circle from where they diffuse to the other places, but not to the entire world per se. Okay, it's also called as Kulturkreise school. Now, what was the approach that they used? Basically, the school relied on the empirical data that they have obtained through the fieldwork, and they also explained the historical facts, which was extensively used to explain diffusion of traits from one culture circle to the other culture circle. And henceforth, it's also called as culture historic school. Okay, so this was more or less about the German school of thought. They were criticized on major grounds, such as firstly, that despite the importance of culture circles that they have brought out, they fail to empirically establish even a single circle. So they didn't establish any culture circle for their study. The premise that culture differences enacted from 4 to 5 bands, they migrated to other areas, is purely and merely speculation. Now, the methodology was again considered barren as it did not completely explain the dynamics of how the culture changed. So, the descriptive methods might have given insights on the spread of culture, but it completely overlooked the reasons behind their acceptance or why there was whether they were rejected, and reason behind the rejection, and if the culture trait was accepted in a modified form. So that reason did not come out of it. They never explained also why diffusion and migration takes place, but they focused on what diffusion was per se, and totally failed to explain why and how it takes place. And it was also criticized for studying culture trait in isolation and not as an integrated whole. But despite all of this, the German school paved the way for many future researchers later on. So this is more or less about the German school of diffusionism. This will be a practice question for you. Analyze the German School of Diffusionism. If you have any questions or feedback, kindly give yours, write down them in the suggestion box below or the comments below. Thank you for your time.